good as we get ready to head into G2, take it on ENCE. It's map 2, it's Mirage. And man, it's the map pick of G2. They're hoping to turn this series around right here, right now. And to begin it, it's a bit of a B play early on. Lots of utility on Nexa and Nico. Jax as well with a smoke. Your options are open here. Tech9 even dropped to Amanek, the raid boss of this round. And in towards B they go, and Snappy has already opened up with the first. Thus far in pistols, Spinks has got 9 out of the 10 kills that ENCE have in this series. Let's see if he's destined to repeat that now as this bomb makes its way into B.
Yeah, Register blocks the flash. He actually smoked the site. I don't know if that was purposeful, but he had a nade as well that went through. No kit here, despite ENCE being a man up. Time is of the essence. Diha with a tap, and now they begin to move in quickly as well. Snappy's taking his time. Tech9 tagging, and it does the damage. Amanek with a double. Snappy getting hunted. Amanek swivels. Oh, he's on for the ace of his own, and he can't do it. Doto out from the apps. ENCE were collapsing on G2 from every possible position. 3 from the catwalk, all tagged up. And even though Amanek finishes the job on many, it's not enough for a round. ENCE find a pistol. And they destroyed NIP on this map yesterday, right? Like, they got wrecked in the other maps, don't get me wrong. Nuke even, which is the third of this one. So ENCE definitely don't want to go there. But that bodes well for ENCE, who already looked insane on Train in the membrane. We're now looking to find Mirage as well. G2, who have only 2-0'd their opponents, might be getting dealt that right back.
Yeah, although, if I'm not mistaken, I think they 2-1'd FaZe, so...
G2 didn't play FaZe.
No, wait, maybe it's not. They 2-1, they 2-1 someone.
Pretty sure they've only 2-0'd, Harry.
I'll have a look, I'll confirm this. It's not FaZe, it's someone else, but don't worry.
Yeah, FaZe Vitality was a 2-1.
Yeah, hang on a sec.
G2 2-0'd Vitality and
the numbers.
I know what I'm saying, I think. Right now, though, G2, they're out in the A site.
Oh yeah, wait, what am I even thinking of?
Vitality FaZe, clearly. It's fine, there's a lot of Counter-Strike carry, there's a lot of teams,
man, I even
games.
said the G2O line yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just thinking French, and like, you know, the G2 not even really French.
Maybe
look at this.
me.
Amanek with the entry, and there it is. Diha removed, Doto helping out. And it's all left onto Hunter in the blink of an eye. Trying to hold on with the spray. Doesn't stand the test of time.
2-0 is the scoreline right now.
2-0. You're never gonna let me live that one down.
No, I don't think I will. No, I find it funny because, you know, you did say the 2-0 line yesterday, so I was kind of running off of that.
Yep, well, some things you know on one day, and then you forget the next. You know how it works?
Yep, I can see that. 2-0 for ENCE, and now for Lico, right? I like the force for G2. Definitely worth going for after you plant in the pistol. But this one's not going to be pretty. Not for G2 at least. Good flash, but it will fade. And Doto now has an open line of sight with the AUG. 3 is lovely. Alu can help out, make some cash, maybe save that AUG.
Oh, that's clean. That's nice. Any more, Nico? Any more in the chamber? Come on, Deagle.
Where did they go?
Spots 1. There's 2 in that bomb site, though. More trouble where that came from. Nico, gonna get ahead of this smoke. Still taking peeks in. You don't want to feed him here. They're trying to double peek him as he gets out through ramp. You'll note that Diha is waiting on top of the warheads. Can't even think about what the boost even is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw it.
He's up on top of default.
Yeah.
Kind of missed the opportunity for a line. I was trying to think, you know, what the name of the little rockets are called. These things, look at them. What are they, mortar shells? I mean, I guess what he stood on top of is like, what even is that?
I don't know,
canisters of something?
Big things.
Help me out here, man.
I don't know, I just don't get too specific.
Trying to identify props and it just doesn't work.
Well, it's prop hunt right now. And Hunter's hiding in the woodwork.
Yeah, well,
coming in
got the prop hunter.
Yeah, nice.
Look at him go, here he is. Amanek as well, just rushing down Doto and Diha. They're cut down in the A site in a second. Ooh. And well, to say this is a G2 round is a bit of an understatement. In the blink of an eye, 4 out of 5 kills needed coming for G2.
Run.
And for Snappy, it's a save game.
Yeah, does Nico grab the orb? Amanek has. There is another one to be found, not to be retrieved, but rather taken out of their opponent's hand. All Snappy needed to scope in there, and Hunter is already round the corner. So G2 find their first early as well. It's flawless. That's a great feeling, right? Keeping your money, getting the AWP. If you're throwing that to Nico as well, he has a Krieg. So do you really want a Krieg? That's a question. Amanex up for the job. ENCE themselves are rebuying back in after going 3-0 up. Con smoke down for Amanek. Alu's gone under with a deagle. Oh, he's going to get checked. Oh, Nico, did he see him? Yeah, shot, so surely the info is there. Spinks with the M4 on short, getting a kill. Jax is trying to trade. Careful with the connector. Players can easily meander around that smoke. Next with a good timing into B. Catches Spinks leaving. Snappy's here, and he seems aware. He seems wary of the site. Waits on the Molotov, and it pushes Snappy into his crosshair. B is now lost, and yeah, already saving. Probably the right call here. You've got no kit, no nades, very little chance. They need to feed Diha if this is going to be around, and even if they were, the rest of his team have already run away.
Yeah, immediately, right, we're getting more out of G2 here. That's a good sign for this series. And it's another one of these rounds, right, where they just rush into B, they get the entries, and the save call comes in immediately for ENCE. So, you know, these last two rifle rounds, you barely even feel like you've had a chance to play, right? First round that G2 get is from that A rush, where they just mop up Diha and Doto in the blink of an eye. And this round's more of the same, but over towards that B side. So these fast rounds successful for G2 early on.
And it's a nice change of game plan as well. If we think about G2 yesterday against Vitality, a lot of defaulting on this map, right? A lot of slow, calculated plays, going for picks, grouping for a bomb site, not giving away info. G2 are just taking spawns now. So yeah, things have changed. And we've seen like the adaptations G2 have made every day in following their group. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, how they vary it up depending on their opponent. We'll see if it stays though. Right now it's working, so why not? It's window smoke, double under push. ENCE are going to get info. B is clear early, but that won't matter when they've already lost the A site. Only a deagle here, the worst weapon on the team. No armor either. Alu does come in on the jungle, but he's blinded. Spinks with the body shots, grabs a gun. Can he do any more? That is reckless. Spinks with 2 should never get away with that in such a position. Bomb can get planted now. It's for CT and ramp. Doto's on a big flank, no kit. But this flank is very early indeed. It might not matter. Are they holding it? It has to come down to Nico, who's looking at stairs right now. His back is open to the perpetrator of Doto, and he's ready to strike. Oh no, he stalls it out. Nico checks, and if anything, the timing works well for Doto, who should have that kill. He does, and the rest of the opponents fall like flies. AWP to be grabbed, and round as well as ENCE get the defuse with plenty of time.
Yeah, you'll take those kind of rounds if you're ENCE as well, right? They go into that with the 3 saved rifles, a bit more purchased up on Snappy. But all in all, yeah, they were looking forward to a buy in the coming round. So nice one to snatch away from G2.
And that's why that save towards B in the previous round was so worth it, right? That would have just been pistols. But a little bit more to work with, and they put their money where their mouth is. This time only solo warping 2. The first gun round they had double AWP, but it kind of let them down.
Oh, Alu looking to get stuck in with his AWP. Goes through that con smoke, doesn't see anything in middle. That's because G2 are heavy in the apartments right now, in spite of all this mid utility that's blanketing middle. Spinks hears the footsteps in the apartments. It's one man making them though, right? Not giving up the true nature of how many players reside in this position. Snappy, he's got his work cut out for him here. The flashes rain over and Snappy's blind. Jack spots him out through the window, but Spinks has got Snappy's back and they've dropped the bomb now, turning this into the advantage of ENCE in a very big way. Snappy still fighting, still causing problems, and finally brought down by Nico. Nico and Hunter, we have seen these two deliver so many 2vx's. And they're looking to find another. Nico dropping Diha from the round, leaves it on Doto, and he's not missing a beat. Nico and Hunter make it happen. And that is one of the most exciting things about this team. It feels like when you get Nico and Hunter left alive in those moments, man, you just feel this synergy. Like, you can tell that these two are very, very familiar with each other. I think even, you know, the style that we see them play in those 2vx's is very, very similar, right? They're often left alive in them. And they always find a way to make it work. Back in with a double AWP now for ENCE, hoping that that is enough to remedy the problem that is Nico on the other side. It does come with its fair few limitations. As a result of this double AWP, the utility is to say limited is an understatement. There's none left outside of 2 flashbangs, and you don't have a kit either. So you need these AWPs to be taking players out of the round, right? You need some value out of this double AWP.
Yeah. An expensive investment that must have return, or, well, G2 will break the money and come back in with a 4th. And with a lot of fast rounds, we've seen a lot of retakes. So something else need to keep in mind. Boost up. Yeah, second time around, Snappy gets in the corner. And the jump for Spinks is a perfect bait. Oh, Spinks just needs to not die, basically. And Snappy, oh, he peeks early, catching Amanek retreating, does some damage, but that may be false information. Still 3 players here at B. Jack's entry's quick. He's traded Snappy with a missed Eeg shot. And now Alu at the back of the site, dropping the bomb. Not ready in time for the second. The gun was not prepared. The bolt pulled back, but too late. Bomb picked up, Diha in a clutch. But again, no kit. Surely this one is past the port of call. He's going to give it a go. Knowing it's eco next round anyway, and even if he wants to grab the AWP and scarp her out of this round, that would be an idea. Flashes in, Diha, oh, he doesn't react. He's not ready for the swing of Amanek. But it was a trap laid and set by G2 in the market, and they find their 4th. ENCE now have to full eco, and we're seeing more of what we wanted from G2 now, more of what we expected coming into today, that we didn't really get on train.
Yeah, it's clearly causing ENCE some problems, right? They call in this tag timeout very early on. They're not feeling that same, you know, vibe of success that they had back on train. It felt like they couldn't set a foot wrong back on that map, right? They had great individuals, they had good reads, whereas here, G2 keeping it far more competitive. The majority of these rifle rounds falling in G2's favor.
And when you actually like compare the names on the teams, like you could say that G2 certainly have more firepower, like more experienced players at the top level. And so on a map like Mirage, it's going to come less to the cooling and more just to a lot of those gunfights, like who's getting multi-kills, who's anchoring well. So this is where it's not train anymore, baby. It's not going to all come down to your reads and to your rotates. G2, well, this round, well, they've emptied out the A site. Utils in. And the plant as well. 5 inevitably. It was what we expected. ENCE have 1 flash to get through this jungle smoke. Maybe they can do it.
Yeah, I'm not getting too excited, Hugo, if I'm being honest. I'm not hardcore repping the belief in this round. You'll have to forgive me. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd hate to be proven wrong. I'd despise it, in fact. Oh.
Don't jinx it.
Oh.
Control.
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Not a worry. Nothing to worry about. G2 in the lead, 5-4. And they keep it nice and clean. Don't lose a single player to the vanilla pistol round from ENCE.
Amanek and his MAC-10 is tearing through ENCE right now.
My MAC-10 actually named after that man.
Yeah, what's it called?
Amanek 10. Like, it's actually Aman Mac 10, which, you know, kind of draws away from his name.
Stretch. I almost did it a second ago, but I was like, yeah, it's just too...
Or I think it might, I don't know, it's either Amanek or Amanek 10, one or the other. But yeah, man, I love his Mac 10 play.
Oh, they are not ready for that.
Look at this. It's another fast round, and it's just these changes in pace that keep catching ENCE before they're even set up. The round's decided, it's done, it's over. G2 are on to 6, and there's nothing that Snappy nor Spinks can do about it.
ENCE was setting up, mate. They were like swapping positions. They were knife out. They were jumping around triple. Like, they were not ready for G2 to just storm the fort. And I love the calling here as well, right? Just taking names. Like, why respect your opponent when you're feeling it like this? Like, G2 miffed after losing their first map of the series. And so now they're just showing some face. showing some metal. And really rattling with the minds of ENCE, running through Molotovs. All right, all right, all right. 6-4, another save. It's not going to get easier here on out. This will be a strong T side from G2, whether ENCE like it or not.
I think you spoke about this back on Train, Hugo. I do love this ENCE project, though. I think it's shaped up to be something quite cool, like the mixture of new and old. Right, names that are used to being on big stages and have been historically, and then new guys sprinkled in there as well to inject some life. Got the little shriveled up old men of Alu and Snappy in the server, trying to grind away and looking good while they do it. And then you've got, you know, the fresh-faced threesome crew, I guess.
Well, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, I don't think that's the official title that they've gone with. Hi, I'm Diha, this is Doto, that's Spinks, and we're the threesome crew.
Yeah, the fresh face of B-Apps, peeled off by Jax. And they want that gun back. Diha's going to go for it, but now smoked off with his deagle. Blind shots maybe, or just wait and hope in the smoke that someone jumps out of the window and gives you a freebie. And then G2, they go from these exploding rounds to just a stop, still, wait. And that's going to get them something here. Alu's pushed up to his own demise. Diha peeks into Jack's eyes, and now G2.
You're spitting bars, Hugo. You got rhymes.
Two rhymes.
Two rhymes? That's like a matter of rhymes away from a rap. That's what they say.
Yeah, just keep
the age-old saying, in fact.
Yes.
I mean, you know, I can think of other, you know, like key big players out there in the talent market that have like rap careers on the side. So Hugo, why don't you give that a go?
Yeah, I couldn't possibly step up to that level, Harry. Oh, Nico. That's a timing that may go miss, that may cost you your orb. Doto is considering creeping, crawling.
Come on, Doto. Oh, it's messy. Oh, it's messy, but he gets a hold of it, and now he gets the orb out of there maybe as well. No one else is nearby to deny that save. So Doto, come on down, collect your prize. You are the winner of an AWP Asimov. He gets it out of the round, and that's a little something extra for ENCE to hold on to. G2 not going to be terribly happy about giving that over for free, but they've got plenty of money. They reinvested in another right away. And now we have a timeout for ENCE. They can feel this game getting out of hand, right? It was 4-4. I mean, hell, ENCE were looking good at one point in time. But G2 are now pulling ahead, and they're at this key moment in the game where they can keep this in their advantage. Like, success is only breeding more success for G2, always feeling like a 2-for-1 round, you know, a round where you get those first couple of kills and then ENCE don't want to attempt it, and they just go and save.
Okay, ENCE need Molotovs and they need to throw them. That's the key, right? Like, G2 are just spawn playing in so many of these gun rounds, right? When ENCE are like, okay, finally, we've done our eco, we've saved, we're coming in with the gun round, let's get ready. Oh, it's over. So they can't afford to let that happen again. Nico's got some naughty smokes that he's throwing from different spawn points. Is he going to line this one up, or is he just throwing from where he stands? I don't get it. Like, he's got a window smoke for, it feels like every spawn in this Mirage.
I mean, like, there are ways that you can throw it from the majority of spawns. People have moving. No, and yeah. That's the sick part. I remember watching Mahone's video on it at one point. He did a whole breakdown on it. I think Big were also great at doing them. To my knowledge, that's the team that he covered. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's one thing that Nico's been doing really well, is his util has been good, right? Lots of flashes for team. He's often... Oh, we didn't realize Hunter got boosted. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll get back to that, because this has just gotten very weird, very quick. Hunter could flank market, but it's so hard to pick a side. And right now he's got to watch both as they're coming in from behind. Snappy won't peek into spawn in time. Hunter makes it to A. Oh, he won't get anything from this, though. He's going to clear stuff, sure, but the closest man is Doto back in the jungle. When you lose window, you often pad B, as that is the more normal approach on this flank. It's far easier, it's far faster, but Hunter takes everything. And now you can see, yeah, G2, they're going, why is A empty? Let's clear Palace, let's clear ramp, and they've even cleared jungle, not by their own doing. Doto peeks into Amanek. And this might be, although a slower round, another one where ENCE might have to throw in the towel. They have no idea Hunter's here. They will not be ready for this. Snappy, can he flick fast? No, Hunter's got the headshot. And like, what can you even do here? You're 2-on-4, you're mollied out of your own spawn. G2 are planting. It is at least a default plant. That cuts off 2 of 4 players left in this round, but you've got to kill those first 2. And Nico will not let it happen. Spinks needs to save. The AWP's there, but he's getting hounded down, hunted even with a 3K from Hunter. And that all starts off of the fast smoking window for Nico, the quick boost out under, and Hunter just walking past Diha in the smoke. And look at the effect that has. Just the opening of the round is also the closer. And 8-4 for G2. It's a beautiful T-side right now.
Yeah, and there's just no containing this. That's how it must feel if you're ENCE. Like, no matter what you try, nothing is working. I see a lot of standing still, and I hear a lot of typing.
Alu's crashed.
Alu's crashed.
It's fine. We can restart the round. No worries. Harry, get under the table, please. Fix that.
I ain't going underneath Alu's table, man. I got a nut allergy. I'm staying away from that.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this round getting reset.
Yeah, this round will be replayed, believe it or not.
No,
this
really?
one isn't running as live right now. I can assure you that G2 would be doing a little... Well, Hugo, try break down this strat for us. So we haven't seen this one for a while. It's the stand around in top mid.
It's the old existence, right? Like, you're not doing it on a full AK, you're actually doing it on a full gun round.
Full gun round. You just wait, you talk it out, you have a good time.
And you're getting ready for
Oh, we got the
eco.
music back. Oh, thank goodness. Man. It's nice. It like resets the energy.
Yeah.
Resets the energy in the room.
Harry,
Let's all focus up.
How do you think, you know, back at the ENCE boot camp, back at you know, the warm, sauna cooked Finnish offices that Natu's sitting in right now, how do you think he's feeling?
Man, so I have this distinct you know, vision. You go down, right? You go to the ENCE sauna. Everyone's in there. Natu, iPad's in there, right? It's covered in steam. It's ruined, but ENCE, they don't care about money, right? They've got it. So he's like reviewing some VODs with the boys. You go in the sauna with them. They're all sat there. Alu, meanwhile, he's hoarding all these milky bars, right? and they're in the sauna as well. They're turning into like a paste. And Alu looks at you and you're like, yo, man, what's up? And then he just looks you dead in the eye. He says, what have you done to all my Milky Bars? And you're like, well, it's not my fault. And Milky Bars are melting, going everywhere. Natu looks pissed, man. You've really angered him coming in and disrupting the whole vibe.
Yeah, they're watching VODs.
They're watching, exactly. Why am I there? And lo and behold, mate, banned from the ENCE sauna. That's our fate, but not banned from the boot camp, eh?
Oh.
Because that's where you really bond with Alu and you make up over the whole Milky Bar story.
Yeah.
And it comes full circle, really. You go from worst enemies to best friends overnight.
Do you bring him a bouquet of Milky Bars?
Yeah, to make up for it.
Yeah, even though you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. But you had to go get them scanned one at a time.
Oh, yeah.
One at a time.
I mean, electrical interference, man.
Yeah,
can
exactly.
always get in the way.
Electrical interference.
Yeah. Is that a word?
You got any good stories about ENCE?
I have a great Ali story, but it's not mine to tell.
Oh.
It's Dinko's.
Oh.
I'll wait for him to drop that on a broadcast one day, but it's very good. Alu, quite a troll, we'll say, in real life. And in the server as well. Pretty nasty gamer.
Nasty?
Yeah, in the best of ways, right?
In the best of ways. Like NAF. Nasty like NAF.
Nasty.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, a C-type in. The server's restarted, guys. Everyone's in. 10 players in the server. And so that means this should be beginning again soon.
How many Milky Bars per player?
No, they were just all Alus.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if everyone had an allowance and he somehow got them all, like acquired them. And I don't know why he took them in the sauna. That felt like, but he blamed it on me, so. Or you, or us. Whoever is in this scenario.
We're a package deal, Harry. Well, we're getting back in. We are live and ready to go. Alu is AWP'd up. He's been milked.
Right. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alu's been milked.
Apparently. And yeah, he's got the AWP, I think is where I was going with that.
Nice.
G2 back to mid, and ENCE back to ramp. It's about time that ENCE stop these fast plays, and so Molly's in on both sides of the map early to stop it. G2 set up outside of B.
Mr. Milkman, bring me a dream. Bum, 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 bum. Make it the sweetest that I've ever seen. Bum, 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 bum. Come on, Alu, give us something with that AWP. After an introduction like that, you better be hitting shots. And here he is, set up in the A-bomb site, ready for a mid play.
Of course, the slowest round yet. Out of this
Slowest
entire
round
game.
yet.
But eventually, the clock, a minute, it decides. It means you gotta go, G2.
You know what they say about the milkman? He's always coming. So let's see if he's able to get a handle on this short play. They've slipped by. G2 moving in through short, in towards the B side. Spinks is bested right away. And Snappy doing what he can to respond, but is only good for one. The Orbs have removed him from the round. Alu, let's get it. The milkman is in. And he's taking a peek into this B site. Hop across for Alu. And now scoped up. The flick misses. And in this round for ENCE, well, they just had to let it slip by the wayside. There's no use crying over spilled milk. Diha, he's removed as well.
Oh, the humanity. 3 kills for Hunter. I mean, G2 are maxing cash right now. Hunter's got 15 grand. And I feel like ENCE, we're probably, you know, they're dialed in. They're listening to us right now, Harry, because they seem distracted in that one. A lot of missed shots. Some hard flicks to hit. And Alu is 3-11, so slow start after a great game on Train. Looking for a recovery here. G2 looking for double digits at the half. Surely going to be accessible with only pistols. Nico's even put away his AWP as, you know that ENCE are going to be broke. Why give them an AWP when you can just rebuy it for the last round of the half? It's a good call. As Yanko said on the desk, it doesn't appear like Nico's ever going to be, the Searson, like never buys an AK, only scout AWP. And I actually kind of like that variance for G2, right? We know Amanek can take it as well. That's certainly available. And so it's more based on feel. It's more based on, the round coming. And in a position like this where G2 have all the money they need, they can afford to pick and choose when they buy it. Good flash, snappy turns, and Amanek takes him out of the round. And ENCE, one by one, they're just falling here. They've only got pistols after all.
Yeah, you weren't really feeling their chances in a round like this. But hey, at least it's a really, really good half from G2 in the sense that, that's what we got to see from ENCE back on their map pick. So that's nice. Amanek's locked in a duel here that he doesn't really know he's having yet. Doto waiting up on plat. They've got a man through stairs into the A site. And so right now, G2 have got information of both bomb sites. They've got stake in both. They molly out the man in window. And now they can look to go anywhere, really. And at either bomb site, you need a huge individual play to happen. Jax finding Alu, and the B play still coming in anyway means that Doto is all alone in what is essentially a 1v4 at that B bomb site. Jax at least was a long way away, but it doesn't matter. I'm still talking about the round like it's happening, and it's not. It's all over. Now we've got the guns in for ENCE. AWP in the hands of Alu. Rifles up for everybody else. One last go at it before this half comes to a close.
Yeah, this has been a great half from G2. Like, they've just done everything they need and more. ENCE have had no answers, no retakes. Rifle rounds just getting swept aside and spray into the window. Put Snappy down low. They know Alu's trapped under. Oh, he misses the flick again. Nexa gets the shot off. Spinks pushes up on Cat. He needs to make a hero play. It's worth the risk for ENCE to throw bodies at mid, but it cost them a 2-man advantage, or a 1-man advantage now, rather. Diha backs out of con. Snappy's hiding on the bench very low, and Doto's pushed in Palace. G2 just wait again. They're so good at just stopping and holding and not throwing away rounds like these. Why make a mistake when you know ENCE are more likely to do it first? And so ENCE, the horrible call of having to sit back and wait and watch everything, knowing as every second passes, more timings can be hit, more position can be gained by G2. Got to watch your back at all times in spots like this. G2 aren't moving a muscle.
Yeah, it just feels so punishing, you know, like they will make you sit and stew in this situation that you are 3v4 in the last round of the half. And they'll make you come to terms with that and then make this play happen. Up through short, no information for ENCE, but they are stacked with 2 in towards this B site. That's at least something. Diha nailing Nexa, and there's Amanek removed as well. Hunter will reclaim one of these kills, but he's suddenly thrown into a clutch. Up through short side, Doto's on the flank, but it's Diha just peeking straight up that finds 5 to round out the half for ENCE. 10-5, G2 in the lead, trying to take us the distance, but can they get us there? Can they take us to these promised lands? Find out in a moment.
I tell you the truth. I'ma tell you the truth. Not even too much. Just I tell you.
Hey Future Pros! You know the map, it's Mirage, and we're back with another smoke. This smoke, if thrown correctly, will land in the window on B side. To do this smoke, line up with this curb on the ground. Position your crosshair up where these 2 planks intersect. Then jump throw the smoke. Now window will be perfectly smoked off. It's one less angle for your teammates to worry about, and I'm sure they'll be happy about that.
Yeah, I guess you got my intention. Got no place I'd rather be, feel like another dimension. I don't wanna talk, baby, you should let it go. I don't wanna go, let me stay a little more. Now talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me. But baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me. Baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah.
I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I call a shot to the man with
G2 Esports not looking to get swept in this series. They had a bit of a rough start on Train, but now on Mirage, they're picking the series. T-side looks damn good. 10 rounds of the half. Moving over to their defense now. We're going to find out if G2 can weather the storm, bring us to Nuke, and bring us to shaky ground of ENCE, who have looked a little bit more quiet in this game than the last. Alu 3-13. Had a crash in there as well, certainly can't help. Oh, and Harry's here too. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Hugo, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this second half has in store. I know that's a pretty vanilla response. But
Yeah.
don't worry, I'm sure things will get a little more raunchy as this second half begins. We got a nade into the apartments. Amanek doing some damage with the utility, and Hunter taps down the first man in. Amanek trading places with ENCE. Oh, it's a weird kind of Freaky Friday inside of the B site. A stray bullet through the smoke puts him on high alert, but he's still denied the bomb plant. Flushed out by Snappy, and now into a 3-on-3. Nexa has crept out through the market. Knocking on the door, and Spinks is home, caught out. But Alu at bench is good for the first. Snappy, in the blink of an eye, is left in this clutch. A 1v2 on the plate, and a very tall order indeed. He knows that both players are in the market. Takes the fight to Nico, but can't get it over the line. And so G2, 11-5, worst case scenario for ENCE. They were hoping to find a pistol round and propel themselves back into this game. That is no longer an option, and that's no longer an opportunity for ENCE.
Yeah, that was a violent round for G2. Amanek, what happened there? Random shot through the smoke. Was it his teammate? Was it his opponent? Who knows? But, you know, it makes him pull the trigger. It makes him commit. And he at least drops the bomb there, and that causes enough chaos for Nexa to get out too. G2 just take every fight, flooding the site, and now 11-5. We've got a force for ENCE. G2 did the same thing on the T side, buying up in the second round. They didn't manage to win it. Maybe ENCE can. Not going to be easy though. Pushed up on the ramp, Snappy. Here they come. Nexa swinging, and oh, immediately domed. Nico gets a kill in mid at the meantime. Or at the back of A, rather, sorry. So this should be... Oh, it was in mid. It was from the top of Ticket. Either way, it's a 3-on-5. It's a very rough scenario for ENCE to be in. Nico's checking the back flank because he knows they could be boosted. And boy, they are. Diha's up in the window now. It's not broken. And if he does break it, Nico's going to be there to break him. So Diha won't do it because he knows they can't flank him at the same time while this is still intact. But, oh dear. Nico's up in annoying corners now. Spots you can't clear. Called murder hole for a reason. Back to a B play. Jumping up on the catwalk. Bombs swapped over. Alu getting boosted. They need to move fast. This top mid flank's coming in, and the footsteps get heard by Hunter.
Yeah, you've even got this big flank coming in from Kexa, right? On the wraparound, in through middle. Amanek as well. Holding on to the platform is good for the first. Nexa arrives silently but fast, and that's a deadly combination. To be both fast and silent, yeah, you don't see that one coming if you're Alu. Swept from the sidelines, and the defuse in for G2. With that being a forced buy, that means that, you know, really, for ENCE, you might only get one T-side rifle round out of them. If they don't find success in that first buy round when it comes around, this is going to prove to be a very, very short second map.
Yeah, and you've armed G2 with AKs now in the third round of the half, right? It's not a smooth sailing from here on out. And even though G2, you know, they have no need to play aggressive. They have all the flanks in play there. They have all the information. And ENCE didn't know until it was already too late, 12-5. And yeah, the first map was a stomp, right? So it does it justice by G2 throwing it back in the face of ENCE. Not sleeping at the wheel here today. Although they may have been on train. Pistols and a fast B play by the looks. We've got that deep smoke. Hunter is boosted up. He can't see through the Molotov, so he's going to drop off as they chase him down. He doesn't want to waste too much ammo. A1S after all. Amanek, no, they can't do it again. This time he just fires. He doesn't let them check him or not, and now he's going to drop the bomb. Freebies for Amanek. 4 in the round, and Hunter closes 13-5. Easy for G2.
Man, Amanek is the gatekeeper of that B-bomb set, and eventually they're going to start checking him, I like to think, right? He's gotten away with it an awful lot, though, just back to back to back, playing up at the truck, getting away with murder. And it's serving him well, topping the scoreboard since the second half began. This is it. This is the buy for ENCE, and if this doesn't go their way, this might be one of the only examples of a buy we get out of them.
Nico mollied the smoking window and was able to get a gap. He took a shot, but was flashed off, and he'll concede mid. Snappy eats a grenade up the top boxes. Alu has an armorless orb, and ENCE putting a lot of pressure on B early. Hunter's in the ladder, though, so he can call for this short split if it comes through. Nico's conceded mid to help out on that A site, and ENCE need to be aware of what could be a flank through Sport, and they've seen it in the past, but not this time. No flash under. Spinks doesn't need it. He'll clear it himself. He's a big boy. and no one there anyway. As said, with mid conceded, Hunter's the only information they really have. And he can watch under in the window boost as well until it's smoked, but he was back down the ladder. ENCE just looking for a kill that's not being given to them. Nico is very dangerous from default yesterday against Vitality, more so with a rifle, but now he's got that AWP ready and waiting. It is a B split though, and Amanek's about to figure out the hard way. Flash over the top, Hunter dodges it, and he even gets a spray off. 2 kills, Flash is good, getting hounded down by Hunter, and he's grabbed himself an AWP as well to flick for a little bit more. Maybe an ace for Hunter.
Go on!
Maybe an ace, but not today.
Oh, so close. Spinks ruins it, right? He wants to be the man with the aces in this series, so he doesn't let Hunter get it. But man, what a sequence from Hunter.
Who cares at that
Yeah,
point?
right. The round's locked in, and that means that, you know, this investment that ENCE are able to field. And as we've said, potentially, you know, like the only proper example, I know they're going to get one more, but it should be up against 15, right? And so it's like, you know, that was the buy you were counting on to turn this around while there is still time, and you get 1 kill. Hunter almost aces you. That's rough.
Yeah, and you say one more, well, Ali's already full bought into this one, so
Yeah, and that's kind of throwing everything into a weird spot.
Yeah, I think it's also like, you know, you're not giving up here, but it's just realistic. It's 14-5. Like, you need to win this round, really, if you're ENCE. So it's worth putting enough into it that you can actually contest it. Amanek, oh, they're out B. He knows it. He hits the steps, and he hits a flick as well. Doto down. Nico helps out, and the bomb is loose as well. It's all about kills. Forget the plant, and they can't get any of them. Hunter, oh, it's brutal. G2 are looking fired up right now. Forget Train. Put it in their history books, because right now, in the present moment, it's all G2. We're looking to nuke right now, Harry. This is it. ENCE, their last buy round, their last chance, and they need 10 in a row. Dare I say it's impossible.
Yeah, out into middle early, but look at Nico. He just runs past them, through it, braves the fight in mid, and lives to tell the tale. Now him and Jax are set up in connector. There's also aggression coming in over in the B apartments, so quite soon G2 are not only going to have this man advantage, but a very clear picture of what this round is looking like. Hunter is embarking on a flank in through the apartments, so Amanek leaves B, sets up on short to alleviate some of this pressure from connector. And so these players in the A site are able to dictate a lot of their attention just inward, in towards A. Nico's onto a double, and now it becomes very apparent what is happening in this round. The A player's in for ENCE. Nico's repositioned into CT, and he's scoped up with this AWP. The bomb is still at ramp on the back of Diha, having to move in late. Jax will get caught at connector. That Molotov forces the fight out of Doto, but he wins it. And now Hunter, who embarked on this B apartments flank all that time ago, has got to come in huge as he's thrown into a 1v3. Arriving late from Palace, and with time for ENCE to have to consider this position, there is no better time to strike than right now for Hunter. And out he goes, but not being given anything. Tucked in behind triple is Doto, but Hunter can't see him.
Wait for the bomb, maybe.
No way he gets away with a ninja.
If they don't
Surely.
check it, if they leave, maybe, just maybe, but he takes a shot while he's got it. Oh, Hunter's got 2.
Oh, no.
Bomb. Flash as well. He's on the stick. Snappy needs to spray, and he saves ENCE from humiliation. G2 defuses off and let them down. Hunter almost flips the script.
What a bit of character growth for G2, right? They go from never defusing to now trying to steal them. Now trying to steal them right from under your nose, and Hunter gives that a damn good attempt.
Just want to throw that out there. Maybe if he doesn't take the first shot, he wins that round. Like, maybe if he waits, they leave. But hey, no, I'm not against anything there. That was a beautiful attempt. And Snappy, if he was a few feet further, he would not be there in time. Gotta wonder, could it have happened though? Fast B, ENCE, they are broke after that one. They may win the round, but such casualties leave them with pistols and MAC-10s. Doto's dead after 1. Amanek again anchoring B like a beast, and he's done it all. He might just be here to close out this second map of the series. Oh, swiveling around the site. Spinks gets him, but Jax drops the bomb. Spinks trays, trying to keep this one going, but this AWP is already trained in on his angle. He's going to have to jump across. Nico will have to miss his shot as Spinks wants any chance, and that will not happen today. 16-6, G2 looking fired up, and they're going to be going into Nuke with a new look, with a chance to take this series right back from ENCE.